hydrated and taking the recovery very seriously, because if you don't, you could injure yourself or possibly fall out. So everybody's taking the initiative to make sure that they get some food before practice, and after practice getting the ice tub, make sure they roll out, stretch everything. So everybody's taking it pretty well.
How's the overall mood? I know this is the first fall practice for a lot of guys here.
Yeah, everybody's excited. You could tell we didn't get to do a fall camp last year for the 2020 guys. So it's excited being able to run around, be able to show the coaches what we're capable of doing. And then going into with that momentum to the season, we're looking to have a great season.
Will, we saw you get second team reps out there today. How'd that feel just to get
That felt pretty good. Moving from outside to Mike, I feel more in myself, because that's what I played before when I first came on campus. So I like being in that middle position, being able to make calls, help out everybody, and set in the front.
How was this offseason for you just to get to work with Coach Joe and the strength and conditioning program? And
Coach Joe and his team do a great job. This is the fastest I've ever been, especially at the heaviest weight. I'm like 230 right now, and just the preparation that they got us doing, going from speed to lifting. I feel strong, I feel good, and I feel healthy. So they done a great job with us.
What's it like for you, just as far as the learning process, being in a room with some of those super experienced guys like Merlin, Darian, Kyle, all those guys?
They do a great job helping us. If we have a question, we don't hesitate to ask them, and they always come with an answer, as well as asking Coach Claiborne. And then it's just important to us as young guys knowing that we have that help and that we're not afraid to ask questions, looking like we don't know what we're doing. And it helps a lot that they're willing to help us, especially how much experience they all have.
You played Tuesday today. How do you feel about the depth of the linebacker group?
We have a lot of great depth all around all three positions, and a lot of good players looking to play early.
How would you describe the level of competition to that respect?
Yeah, it's a lot of competition. We got a lot of great guys in that room, so you got to come with your best every day, or else you could get jumped. So you gotta make sure that you know what you're doing, you're aligned right, you know what your assignment is, and that not everybody's gonna be perfect, but that's what we shoot for in that linebacker room. We shoot for perfection every day.
what's it been like working with Coach Claiborne now that we had him in the spring and now to this time?
It's great. It's great. You can tell that he has a lot of knowledge, especially playing in the NFL, and then come back down and working with us. And he's done a lot of great things for us. And then making sure that we go out prepared, that we're not going out there blind. And when we watch the film, we watch plays over and over. And then he asks us at the end, does anybody have any questions? Don't be afraid to ask. Make sure we writing down our notes, looking at our playbooks, and making sure everybody's ready to go.
And how receptive is the room to that? Just kind of what?
Oh yeah, everybody's willing to learn. Everybody's alert at all times, because you get caught lagging, it's gonna show up on the field. So everybody's looking, because everybody wants to play. Nobody wants to just watch their teammates play. They want to make an impact on the field. So everybody's dialed in, everybody's tuned in, and we're gonna be good.
I know he's not in your position room, but what does Jermaine Lole mean to this defense?
Oh, we call him the Tank. He got that award this past summer, and he's just a powerful, great speed guy. He has great hands, great feet, and he means so much to this defense. He's a great D lineman.
What's he like? Is he quiet in the team meetings, locker room, or is he?
Yeah, sometimes he's very quiet, but if you go up to him and talk to him, he's willing to have a conversation with you, and then he helps. You can tell he's very active with also the young D linemen, and he's done a great job with them, as well as doing what he needs to do. So he's very active with us.
And just with everybody, so much experience coming back, what is the collective mindset of the defense going to
We know what we have ahead of us. We got to make sure we take care of business getting out the South, because we got big aspirations, especially coming off that short 4-game season. Everybody hated that. We couldn't even play. So now that we have a full 12-game schedule, we know what's in our hands and what we're capable of doing.
To piggyback off that, how do you feel the overall, I know it's the first week of fall, but
Yeah.
how do you feel the overall communication and chemistry is with all three levels of the defense?
All three levels are doing great. Everybody's making sure that everybody's lined up right, especially from secondary linebackers to D linemen. And being a linebacker, we have the hardest job, because we got to set the front, as well as making sure who's behind us and where our help is, and then as well as lining ourselves up. So we make sure that we take that perspective into practice every day, and making sure that we know what we got going on in front of us.
I know AP has kind of wanted you guys as a linebacker group to be alpha dogs when he was your position coach, and what kind of approach, how is that enhanced for you guys, and how is Coach Claiborne kind of emphasizing that leadership?
It's that same emphasis. Take control of the defense. What he always tells us. Nobody could tell you, like, if they tell you something wrong, don't be quiet, but also make sure that you lined up correctly. And then sometimes if we do get caught, because it happens with our offense, they run a lot of tricky stuff. Just play the final look. And if something goes on, just run to the ball. That's what he always tells us. He just said, like, play like Pop Warner, fly to the ball. And then at the end of the day, if you make a tackle, and or get the strip or get an interception, then it's a positive for our defense.
What's the general consensus in the group compared, like your linebacker group compared to the rest in the country in Pac-12?
We're very tight knit. Playing with Kyle and Connor in high school, it was almost like felt like we was at Soror again, and then also as well as playing with the other linebackers and Darian and Merlin. Everybody just we when we go to lunch, we eat together, we talk, and we always go over our plays together. When we watching film, we making sure that everybody knows what they're doing. So we have a very tight knit group, and that it's a brotherhood for us.
Connor seems like he's put on a lot of strength. What's his development been like?
He's put on a lot of weight, but he's also kept that same speed. He's always been a fast, speedy guy. So him being that plus weight, when he comes to field, it's a bigger impact, it's a bigger hit. So he's done a great job developing his body, and he's been really good.
Cool, thanks.
Appreciate it, Will.
Thanks, Will.